Today, a different kind of video. We're gonna celebrate imagination, creativity, and beauty in chess. We're gonna set the board on fire and also show how we win in the process. Let's go. Number 10 on the list. White to play and win. And here, White had a killer move. Queen G6. Unbelievable. Now, Black takes. We take. Regardless where we go. Checkmate. That was David Bronstein in Moscow 1961. Let's move on.
Bishop is unnecessary. Even this knight is unnecessary. They don't play a role in the combination. Boom, 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 checkmate. One other thing I'd like to point out.
And in number 9, we have the following position. White to play. Can you find an explosive way to win? And unbelievable. Queen take f6. King takes. Bishop e5 check. There are 2 squares to go to. However, King f5 loses right away. Nice checkmate though. So what is the right way to go? King g5. And now, really setting the board on fire. You gave the entire queen. What was the follow-up? Bishop g7. Guarding the squares here. Now, no matter what black tries, white checkmates. So let's say e5. How do we continue? And checkmate. That was Tigran Petrosian, 1961.
You heard that too? Yeah, I would like a source, but actually since I did go to chess.com, the homepage, I will be showing you something in 1 second. So knight f5 just takes, knight d6 is good.
And now our number 8 in our countdown to 1. A different kind of position where you can stun your opponent. Now we're playing with the black pieces and we're in the end game. What would you do here? And you can really give a killer blow to your opponent by doing rook g3. Amazing stuff. And now, no matter what happens, you're gonna checkmate next. We have rook c3, which is an obvious threat. But if you take the rook, bishop e6, checkmate.
Back and then somehow...
Yeah, queen c5 is actually what I was wondering about. But do you have a forced mate like queen c5? Like, what if on queen c5 I do something ridiculous like rook e2? Where's your win? ABCB takes king a1 and you have nothing.
And now number 7. Still with the black pieces. What would you do here, black to play? And here, this is a famous game played by Garry Kasparov. And that was the way to set up the board on fire. Knight h1. How often you get to play knight h1 in a game? And now we're having a threat on f2. So white resigns, on the spot. If you take here, you take here with a winning position. And now for our number 6 position. We're switching back to the white pieces with Grandmaster Michael Adams from the UK playing here. What would you do? And this is how Michael Adams set the board on fire. First, an exchange sack. Now next, bishop g5, threatening queen h7 and queen h8 checkmate. So black defended with queen e6. The idea, now if you give a check on h7, the king moves, but the queen here can cover the check on h8. So we here, congratulations if you find the move really setting the board on fire. And the move had to be seen in the beginning, bishop e7. Cutting off the access to the king, yes, that bishop is on prise. But if the queen takes, now we deliver checkmate.
To do it here, I'm not sure. He does have the passed pawn on a4, but he is not able to push it. And now bishop c5, the pawn f2 is simply dropping.
Oh, man. I'm concerned about his time.
For our number 5, we're gonna showcase world champion brilliancy. So here's the position. White to play. And Garry Kasparov certainly stunned his opponent. So clearly the queen is attacked here by the rook. So maybe black was thinking white will move the queen. But that did not happen. Instead, knight g4. Beautiful stuff. And also cutting edge. Now, if the queen moves, you do rook d8. Alright? And the rook cannot take because you have checkmate on g7. So queen g6 will be the move. But you simply take here, threatening again all sorts of checks. And you are winning on the spot. Now knight g4, black could take the rook, the queen. We take the queen, but now this rook here is hanging. So black takes. We give a check on d8, blocking, and checkmate. So that was so beautiful and powerful that on knight g4, black resigned.
Hikaru twirling the pawn, thinking about how to position things. He goes f6. First, he hits the bishop. Garry going to probably drop it back to d2. Let's see. Hesitating a little bit there. He brings it back to d2. Garry certainly doesn't want to give up either of his bishops. And this idea of playing h5, h6, producing more weaknesses on black's king side, also something that Hikaru has to worry about. Nakamura gets his knight out to c6. Now rook c1 looks really natural. Garry seems surprised at that move as well.
Okay, continuing our exploration of beauty and imagination in chess. Number 4. White to play. And we have a former world champion Spassky here, and he spotted knight e6 check. Obviously, the knight cannot take because the knight is defending the queen on e2. So what happened next is king h7. And here, beautiful. And knight checkmate. Really high class combination here by Spassky. The next position's getting harder. As a matter of fact, it was so difficult and beautiful that it was missed by the players and spotted after the game. So here's our number 3. White to play. And this was in Super Tournament Linares in Spain, Europe. Mozarevic was white and Levon Aronian was black. They ended up tying that game. However, in the annotations, this is what was missed. Check. Check. And now we can see that queen f8 doesn't finish the game. So what to do? The amazing move is King h4. And now we're threatening checkmate. But wait a minute. Black can take the knight with a check. And now we do g4. And we're still threatening queen f8 checkmate. But wait. Queen b4 here covers f8. So what do we do now? And we finish with a flourish. Check, elegance. And a pawn checkmate over here. So if that's not fire, you tell me what fire is on the board. Beautiful stuff, unfortunately, missed by the players.
Knight e6, rook e6 check. If king a8, you go e5 and you fossilize the king. If knight e6, rook e6, queen g7, king a6, you have bishop e2, king a5, and then you go queen a1, king b4, rook c4, king b3, queen a4, king b2, rook c2, king b1, queen a2, which is the checkmate.
And now we're getting to number 2. So this may surprise you, but I really would like to show all kinds of positions that we can really solve for. So in this position, this is black to play. Yes, it's an endgame. So clearly we're going 8th rank is at the bottom, and we're trying to promote to rank number 1. But king and pawn endgame, is there any tricks there? Black to play. There's really only one way to win, and that is by f4. That's an amazing move because you can take it, right? Obviously, if you take with a g pawn, then h4 and you're running. That makes sense. But on f4, you have to look at e takes f4. What do you do here? h4. So you're trying to run again. White takes. And now g3. Trying to take. And now e3. And even though white has 4 pawns, we have only 1 pawn left. And we promote and win. Alright, is that it? No, that's not it. On f4, which was playing a real game, white tried king d5, not touching the pawn. So here we went h4, the king takes, and now only move f3, trying to promote, white takes, and finally h3. And now the king is blocked by his own pawn, cannot come back to defend. And no matter what you do, you promote and win. So again, I found this move amazing in this locked position. f4, fire on the board, and full pawn for black. And now the time has come to reveal position number 1. I hope you enjoyed this series. Let me know if you like more of that kind of videos, and also leave in the comments if you knew the positions, if there are other kind of combinations that should have been featured. Happy to hear from you all. Now, I selected the game played in 2022 for the final position. And here it is. And I wanted to show a very recent game, because even though I have showcases all the games, beauty and imaginary in chess doesn't stop today. So this was played in November 2022, and I revealed the player's name afterwards, why to play. That was the key to the victory and setting up the board on fire and flames. Playing with white during the Meltwater Champions Chess Tour is Duda, and playing with black is Anish Garry. And in this position, Duda found an amazing combination. Check. And here he had to see a queen sack on move 4. Check. And here sadly Garry resigned. But this is the end of the combination. And the elegant finish, rook h7, checkmate with 3 pieces. An amazing combination, a superb calculation exercise in a rapid game showing that chess is not dead in 2022. So once again, thank you for watching. Don't forget to leave me comments, subscribe to the channel if you like this content. Thank you again.